How prevalent is it?
It is very prevalent, actually, more than you might expect, because you're talking about a child.
Right.
Usually when you think of identity theft, you think of someone wanting your money, getting your bank account, getting your credit cards. Kids don't have that, but they have something that's very valuable. They have social security numbers, and they have an identity that has value that thieves want.
I'm going to go home and check my kids, certainly.
When you look at the numbers, though, Sue, what's really astounding, 1 million kids have seen their identities hacked, according to Javelin Research. And many of those are kids under the age of 8. And when we talk about how much money that is, it's about $2,300 per theft that occurs. And that's a total of $2.6 billion in losses. Out-of-pocket costs, $540 million to try to get the families to help rectify that situation.
That is stunning. How come it goes unnoticed for years? I mean, the obvious question is they're kids, so you don't think about it. But why else do we not realize that this is going on?
So banks and lenders, when they're presented with a Social Security number, your age, and your name, they don't go to Social Security Administration necessarily to verify that. They go to the credit bureaus and they check your credit score and your credit history. Even though you have a Social Security number, your name is there, you may not have a record. To them, that says that's a clean record. That's a blank slate.
I see.
And that is then what identity thieves want. And then they rack up debts, and often you may not find that out until you then do need to use your credit, and you find out someone's already been using it. You're already an adult by that point.
Yeah, that's going to be an ugly surprise. So how do you protect your kid's identity?
Well, the first thing you need to do is pay attention to who their close associates are, who have access to their Social Security numbers. Unlike adult victims of identity theft, 60% of the children know the people who have stolen their identity in some way. Only 7% of adults, that's the case. Also, you want to look at their online activity. Many of the kids who are bullied are often then victims of identity theft. 9 times as many people who are victims of online bullying are then victims again of identity theft. So that's something to think about as well. And then the other thing to do is think about freezing your child's credit. Already you're wondering, well, they may not even have a credit report. Find out for sure that they do not have a credit report with one of the major credit bureaus. Go to Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and then also contact them and see how you can perhaps establish a credit file for them and freeze that until they're of an age where they really need it.
Okay, so say my child's identity has been stolen. You mentioned freeze the credit. Is there anything else that I should do?
After contacting the credit bureaus, of course, you want to contact the businesses that where you think that this has happened. Let them know what has happened. The Federal Trade Commission has an identity theft website with steps and things that you need to do. Go there, file a report as well, and contact your local police. Let them know what has happened.
That's a great idea.